Good morning. Good morning. All right. It's a little cold out there today, I just heard. It's a little chilly. All right. All right. Well, good morning, members. Good morning. Welcome to the network building. Let's give it a round of applause for all of you to be in this room this morning. Perfect. So, happy Black History Month, everybody, because you know it is Black History Month. So, happy Black History Month. So, it's great to start our 2025 together. As most of you know, I am Ailey Pope, the Vice President of Service of the network. Maya Angelou once said, "We need joy as we need air. We need love as we need water. We need each other as we need the earth we share." So this morning, I want to take some time before we get started to pour some love and joy into this room and on that Zoom. How will we do this? I want you to look at your neighbor for about 5 seconds. Give them a smile, a positive message. Now, this could be a have a great day. It could be a hey girl, hey, or just a hello. So let's take a second to pour some love and joy in this room. For those of you on Zoom, take some time to drop a positive message in the chat. Our 5 seconds, it starts now. I love you. Good morning. Thank you for being here, sis. All right. I feel the love and joy. I feel the love and joy. Do y'all feel the love and joy in the room? All right. Do we feel it on Zoom? All right. Let's clap it up for all that love and joy. Let's clap it up for all that love and joy. Thank you all so much for doing that. It means so much to just take that 5 to 10 seconds. Take a moment, take that moment with you throughout your day, throughout your week, and remember that you are appreciated, you are thought of, but most importantly, you are loved. It is my pleasure to introduce our dynamic CEO, Miss Neosha Franklin.
Thank you, Ailey. She always gives me such a great introduction, so I appreciate that. Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with you this morning. I see a lot of new faces, so if this is your first network meeting, can you raise your hand? Or we got lots. Let's give a round of applause for all of our new members or our people who are joining us today. So excited. I wanted to take this moment too and also highlight Propel Kitchens, who did our breakfast this morning. They are located in the 24-1. So, little plug there. If you need some great food, hit up Keisha. Keisha, raise your hand. There she is over there. I wanted to take this time to thank you all for joining us today, but I also wanted to take a moment to kind of address the current state of the world that we're in right now. I know there's a lot of uncertainty. I know there's lots of things changing. Our number one disruptor says lots of things every day. So we don't know exactly how that impacts our work on a day-to-day basis. But I want everyone to know that the network here is to support you. We want to make sure that we have open dialogue. That's why we have these meetings, right, like the ones we have today, to talk about the needs, to talk about what we're going through, to talk about how we can be in support and in service to you, because that is our number one goal, is to serve you as a community. Okay, there we go. Okay. When I took this role, we really talked a lot about the culture of the network, but also the culture of our internal staff. But one thing I always tell the team is that we are in service to community, but we are also in service to one another. And I take that from an internal staff perspective, but also with the network. So if there are things that you need or that you are identifying that is coming up and that is challenging for you, or you want to have some roundtable discussions, please reach out to our staff, reach out to me directly. I am available and I am accessible to be able to have those discussions with you. With that, I want to acknowledge our staff. So if you are on the network team, can you raise your hand or do something so the new people in the room can know who you are? Thank you. The team is really wonderful. We'll be doing a really great job of rallying together around the network and the work that we do. With that, I'm looking forward to an amazing year, and I'm going to let Gabby come up and talk about what's going to happen for the year. All right, thank you.
Somebody. Yep.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for bearing this weather to come and be with us today. We're seeing each other for the first time for most of you who visit us in December for our end of the year award ceremony. Some of our winners are with us today. So if you won an award at the awards ceremony in 2024, would love to just raise your hand. Oh, look. Oh, me. Yeah, thank you so much. Again, thank you, Propel Kitchens, wonderful network member. We also have a great team who made some Valentine's cards for our network members. So on your way out, please feel free to grab one and share some with your colleagues. But today I'm going to go over what we are going to be looking at in 2025. Our calendar, we hopefully do something monthly to bring together the opportunity to partner with each other. We thought about a lot of the survey results we received when we surveyed a lot of our network members from 2022 to now. And in that, we've also thought, what does it look like in the future and what do we need most importantly at this time? So our calendar, which you will also find on a 5x7 card at the front so that you can take with you. Of course, we're starting this month, February, or the year with a welcome back. Next month, we're looking in March with our engagement team, which I won't steal their thunder, but we really want to be able to assist our network members with what does it look like to preset your engagement post so that you're not struggling to make a post every day, or what does it look like to engage the most with people, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, social media. Did you know that you get a free Canva as a nonprofit? And so we really want to be able to make that accessible to our network members. Of course, this is maybe gauged a little bit more to our smaller organizations that are not so national. So if that if that's something that you can relate to as a small organization where you can't do these postings every so often, we want to be able to help you with that and make it as easy as possible. In April so the month of April we have the Week of the Young Child. That's really our bread and butter of the Community Impact Network, is working with the early child education space. For the full week of the 5th through the 12th, we will be working with our subject matter experts in that space. So early child care directors, a lot of the people in this space who are working on the curriculums and are on the day-to-day basis with the families that put their babies in their trust every day. So look out for things that are going to happen every day that week, but also for the rest of the month. In May, we are looking at healthcare access, which will later inform our health fair in October. As you can imagine, in the current state, a lot of people are dealing with high medical prices in terms of prescriptions, in terms of copays. So what does it look like when we can rely on each other as a network to be able to continue to get these services to the people who need them the most? In June, which kind of ties into another project we were working on in food security, we're hosting a network picnic where we'll talk about farm to table. We'll talk about what does it look like when you can take these things home in the community and grow your own things at home. What does it look like when we have a community event and it's not just hot dogs and burgers, because that's what's affordable and that's what is accessible to us because we don't have a grocery store in the 24 one. And so in going with that into July, looking at 2025, let's talk about diversifying our funding, grant writing. Where do we look to when maybe federal funds are not as accessible? And so we'll have some subject matter experts in that space. In August, we always need volunteers, and that is for Beyond the Backpack. In that event, we work with Beyond Housing, Sneakers with Soul. We work with people who assist us who are hairdressers and barbers to give free haircuts to youth. And so with that, I think last year we had about 30 volunteers, and that was the most we ever had. We would love to double that because it is a lot of work where you're on your hands and knees actually fitting youth for shoes that fit them. A lot of these youth, when they come to you for the first time, they maybe don't have a pair of shoes that fit them, or they're wearing brothers or sisters hand-me-downs. So this is the opportunity for them to get a fresh pair of shoes and a fresh backpack, a fresh haircut, and start school the right way. And then in September, which is an opportunity for us to give back to you. This is not so much work, but this is wellness in the field, where we essentially love on you. We appreciate everything that you've done up until September and before, and you will continue to do. Let us serve you with massages. Let us serve you with dinner. Let us serve you with some sound bath, and just come and be. And it is a space where you can be opened with any of your colleagues and really be able to relax and reflect on the work that you've done. In October, our health fair, again, which will reflect our healthcare access meeting in May, we hope to, again, make it accessible to the community. We want to be able to bring everyone and anyone who needs it. That's perfect where we've worked with some of our colleagues where that is flu season. We'll try to get everyone at once, with the flu shots, as well as who do I go to if I need a primary care provider? Well, we have those organizations that'll be there. What if I'm uninsured? Well, this is a couple clinics that might be affordable to you. And then in November, where do we stand? We'll essentially review what we've done data-wise for 2025, and we'll look at what those projections look like for 2026. And then our annual Night with the Stars event, that of course is where we acknowledge our direct service providers. So you or your colleagues or your staff, we hope that you will nominate some of your staff. It's an opportunity where it's not just our CEOs or executive directors that are being acknowledged, it's everyone from your community health workers to your licensed clinical social workers. So really top to bottom acknowledgement. And it's an opportunity to have fun and get together. And that's it for our calendar. If you have any questions, I will be available afterwards. Again, these 5x7 cards, please take them with you. Feel free to hand them out to any colleagues or other organizations you feel might benefit from any of those meetings. Thank you so much. And so now I will bring up Alex McCarthy, our communications coordinator.
All right, good morning, everyone. Can we get another quick round of applause just for the whole service team, Ailey, Gabby, Alice, Natasha, Marin. To see that whole calendar laid out for the whole year based on things that you guys actually need and have asked for is really amazing to see. But I'm just going to run through some of the quick things that we're doing communications-wise. We rolled out a new website last year, and it's filling out more and more. So if you want to head to that, you can submit events. You can learn more about us and what we do. And it's a vast improvement from what we had a year ago at this time. I think pretty much everyone here should be subscribed to the newsletter already. But if you're not, or if you want to forward this link to your coworkers or friends or whoever wants to learn more about the network, you can scan this QR code, sign up for the newsletter. We send it once a month, so it's not going to clutter up your inboxes. But you'll see, things that we're doing, things that people around the network are doing, ways to engage in the community, events that you can go to, causes that you can volunteer for or donate to or whatever. And we try and keep it fun and interesting and engaging. It's a great way, I think, to kind of bring the network to life and be able to scroll through and see what you're all doing, because everyone's doing incredible work, and it's inspiring to scroll through that and to see everything that you guys are doing. And we'll send that link out with a follow-up email too if you run out of time to scan that QR code. You saw at the front that we have these print materials. Take as many of them as you want. It's a great way to, again, be able to explain to coworkers, to friends, whoever, who we are, what the 24-1 is. That's something that comes up a lot just in my personal life, that I find myself explaining the 24-1 a lot. So hopefully that will help kind of run through some talking points and pull out some information about that. So yes, please take as many of those along with the 5x7 calendar for the year. Looking forward to this year, as Gabby said, we'll have a training next month about social media, creating graphics, building an audience. We'll kind of tailor it down a little bit, but yeah, I know it's hard to keep up, and it's hard to, especially if you're a 1 or 2 person nonprofit where it's just like one more thing to throw on your to-do list. So we want to make things as easy for you as possible. Included in that, eventually down the line, is a social media toolkit, how to talk about what we do, how to use our logo if you're doing like handouts or whatever, just kind of basics about how to talk about the network and the 24-1 and everything that we do. We'll have another annual report kind of highlighting, again, what we do as a network and pulling out some inspirational stories. I'm really excited about that. And then we'll also be ordering some more swag this year. So if you've been pining for a community impact network, I don't know, pen or fidget spinner, or if there's some very specific item that you think would look great with our logo on it, please let us know, because we're putting in orders. I know I want to give a very quick shout out to Epworth. We just had a meeting with them where they had some swag, and they had this great lip balm. It's like vanilla mint. So if you ever have a meeting with Epworth, ask them to bring one of those, because I can't recommend it highly enough. I love it. But again, I'll be around a little bit after the meeting, and Kayla Gillespie, my teammate, is going around taking photos. So if you have any requests or suggestions, come talk to one of us after the meeting.